Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Lockjaw, issue number 1. I've been waiting for this for a while now. Was I disappointed? Well, kind of. So this is going to be one of those comic books that's a lot like Squirrel Girl, and a lot like, it's another book I'm thinking of that's like, it's just one of those books where it's more, Gwenpool, you know what I'm saying? The Unbelievable Gwenpool. And I don't read those comic books. I'm usually not a fan of books like that. I'm not usually a fan of movies like the Liam Neeson books, or movies, you know, like the Naked Gun and all those. Like, they have their moments, but for the most part, I'm just like, this is too unbelievable. It's just too silly. I can't get behind a movie like this, you know? Anyway, so as far as this book though is concerned, the whole book was for the most part parts like that. We do see a little bit more of Lockjaw's past. We see that he's got a relative, probably a son, but this little tiny pug bulldog version of himself is 30 years old, and I get the feeling that's actually in human years, not in dog years. Anyway, I don't know. We could see a bunch of different things, and I doubt that dog was actually exposed to the Terrigen Mists, much like Black Bolt was. So, we get a quick little bit from like half of the known Inhumans. For the most part, this book seems to be revolving around I almost said Forbush Man, Demolition Man. Not too much of a difference if you really think about it. So, Demolition Man has been depowered. I don't actually remember when that happened. I'm completely in the dark on that one. Anyway, yeah, he's got this this racist neighbor, but she's like one of those racist neighbors where it's like the harmless racist neighbor. You know, it's not like, you know, the one where you're afraid of and it's like, you know, oh my God, you know, like she's got a gun. No, it's more just like, you know, D-Man is gay, and she keeps on bringing up, it's like, oh, I like you and your gay husband. You know, you were the good kinds of gays, the gays that I like. You're not the kind of gays the dangerous gays that I see on cable TV. I don't watch cable TV, so I'm not actually familiar with these dangerous gay people they're talking about. No clue what they're talking about. Are they talking about prison situations? Because that's something. Anyway, there's a funny scene in here where he goes and he punches his TV because the final Jeopardy question is basically who is D-Man is supposed to be the answer, and nobody can get the answers. Either the question at the very least. So he gets mad, he actually punches his TV. That was interesting. And I also like that there were a bunch of UFO hamsters going around trying to capture Lockjaw's cousin. Yeah, this is actually a Lockjaw comic. So that was fun for the most part. They're riding these little Plan 9 from outer space hubcap looking UFOs. See, that's the thing. I'm laughing about it, you know, but it's one of those things, it's just funny enough. But like, all of this is about D-Man, dude. Like, his boyfriend, whatever, broke up with him. His sister comes to visit because he cut his hand. The doctor says maybe he tried to commit suicide. So she comes over. She's like, I didn't know it was this bad. And he's like, what? Oh, you know, whatever. And I remember this guy actually being severely mentally impaired. Like, he could barely formulate a sentence back in the Captain America comics. So I don't remember how he suddenly became smart enough to, I don't know, have more than just feelings of depression. But for the most part, it's fun. Like, you know, like scenes like this you'll see and you're gonna laugh at. You know, it's like, here he is, this hamster UFO space goblin thing like hits him in the back of the head. So he's got to fight against this thing, and all of these things, there's a whole bunch of them, and just, I don't know, you get a little bit of something, whatever. Anyway, there's a last page reveal in here, which is kind of cool. You get to see Kevin Plunder, Kazar, and Zabu, and what's his name? It's funny. D-Man is on the bottom. He's just like, oh man, Kazar is looking hot. So yeah, okay. I guess I can see it. Yeah, it's the sideburns, right? Chicks dig the sideburns. So either way, Lockjaw and Zabu should actually remember each other because Pet Avengers. I know. I'm just pointing it out. So this was a pretty fun comic. I enjoyed it. Guys, always make sure you bag your books when you're finished with that hardback cover. Just saying. Anyway, it was fun. I'm going to give this comic book a C+. Mind you, this is because it's me giving the grade, all right? I don't usually like comics like this. So it's a tentative C plus at the very least. I'm probably going to read. Did they say that there were only going to be 4 issues of this? I really can't remember. But in my head, I've got it. There are going to be 4 issues of this. So if there are going to be 30 issues of this, that's cool. But I'm going to read the first 4. After that, I will have made my decision. Am I going to keep reading this comic book or not? This could be fun. It is fun, but it's that silly kind of fun that's just, like, to me, it just takes me right out of the mood, but it is what it is. If you like that, you're going to think that this grade is completely off. You might think this is an A+. If you love, like, Hot Shots Part Deuce and you know, movies like that, yeah, absolutely. You're going to love this book. That's what this book is geared towards. So people who like stuff like that. So again, I'm liking it to Squirrel Girl and Gwenpool and you know, books of that nature. You know, a lot of the stuff that's in DC's The Young Animals. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot like that for me. And I just don't get into stuff like that. So, is what it is. Anyway, guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.